In the early 1800s,
In the quiet town of Adams, Tennessee,
there lived a man named John Bell and his family.
they were respected farmers, living peacefully on their land, until the whispers began. It started small, strange scratching sounds on the walls,
As if something invisible was crawling through the wood,
then came the knocking, footsteps in the hallway,
and faint whispers calling out their names when no one else was home. At first, the family thought it might be an animal or a prank, but soon, the sounds grew louder, more human.
One night, John's daughter, Betsy, felt someone tugging at her hair.
The next night, unseen hands slapped her across the face. Her screams woke the entire house.
Whatever was haunting the Bells was no longer hiding. Neighbors began to visit after hearing the strange tales,
Only to experience the same horror.
The entity began to speak first in whispers.
Then in a voice that was unmistakably human, it called itself Kate.
Kate claimed to be the spirit of a woman who had once lived nearby.
She said she hated John Bell and would not stop tormenting him until he was dead.
Over the years, the Bell Witch's power grew stronger.
Visitors reported hearing laughter echoing through empty rooms. Objects moved on their own.
Animals panicked for no reason.
Betsy was repeatedly attacked by invisible hands.
And then, just as the spirit promised, John Bell fell mysteriously ill. He suffered violent convulsions, his face pale and twisted in pain. When the family found his medicine bottle, it had been replaced with a dark, unknown liquid. The witch's voice filled the house one final time. "I gave old Jack Bell his last dose." John Bell died that day, December 20th, 1820.
At his funeral, people claimed to hear laughter echoing from the trees outside. The voice of Kate was heard again, saying she was finally satisfied. After John's death, the Bell Witch slowly faded away, though locals claim to still hear her voice in the hills at night. Even centuries later, people who visit the old Bell farm report strange noises, flickering lights, and the feeling of being watched.
To this day, no one knows exactly what the Bell Witch was: a vengeful spirit, a curse, or something darker.
But one thing is certain: the Bell Witch kept her promise. Please like and subscribe.